So here's a pair of AE1 lows and the highs as well, and I want to do a comparison video because I think there is quite a few differences, not like majorly so, but I just wanted to kind of go through those as well and see, I suppose, which one is the better one. And the first up is to me, the toe box and sides kind of look very similar, and the first one up, which is a major plus for me, is the top here with the lace loops. There's more room here and flexibility here, which is really good for my foot, considering that it's more on the sort of chunkier side. So with this one, I just had so much problems where I had sort of a lot of pressure on this forefoot area, and there's nothing I could do about it, and to the point of where I just found it really uncomfortable. And secondly, I think because of also the looser lace options, it means that your foot can get into it and be more sort of suited to wider feet versus the highs. And obviously with the highs, you've also got the ankle collar lining, which I'd say is more like of a mid-size, and it just depends on what you like in terms of comfort foot. But for me, I'm not too much of a fan of these. I always prefer lows, and that's with all sort of trainers really, and that's also including Jordans. And the next thing that I found to be different on this is also on the back here, which I didn't highlight in my review, which I should have done, is the boost is slightly different. So it's using what they're calling light boost, which is a slightly newer technology, and I think this just had an original boost in there. They feel very similar, to be honest, and feeling on this as well, it feels quite sort of soft to the touch and sort of has a bit of give to it. The heel counters are the same, and so with these straps, pull straps, and so you got them both on the tongues and also on the forefoot. And the next thing that's different is the ankle collar. If you feel here, it's a little bit, there's a bit of padding going around on the inside, similar to the height of lows. However, the lows I feel have more padding around them. So this is the reason why I think going up half size was a perfect fit for me. But one of those things where I suppose you have to kind of look at the sizings, and Adidas and New Balance sizing seem to be a bit off, and they translate well to UK sizing but not very well to American sizing. So I would tend to probably say to most people, go half size down, and that will give you sort of your tutor size. And then the other thing that I didn't notice at the time, and there wasn't much details, and found out from on sort of wear testers when I saw the review for that one, and it's to do with the tech that's in there. So essentially, in the highs, you have a full length boost going on here, and then obviously the light strike system. So this is a pair that I've been wearing, by the way, so that's why. And then in this one, it has basically two different types of areas, so pod areas. So you have light boost in both the heel and the forefoot, and then you've got this plate running in the middle as well, which they've kind of changed from the AE1 highs. And it's supposed to, from what I understand, allows a bit more sort of flex and a bit more kind of, I suppose, cushioning as well. So just to give you that bit of, added movement for the boost. And so overall, I think the differences are quite sort of subtle at the same time. But I think in terms of sort of wearing them, both of them, neither of them feel that different. They feel very similar. I think, like I say, with this one, the fitting on this is much nicer, so I prefer it. And small sort of thing that I've noticed on the white pair is obviously they do get dirty, and I've worn these probably, I think, 4 or 5 times, and even though I've cleaned them up, there's a sort of stain that's been sort of almost sort of seeped into the plastic area, and I just can't seem to get it out, even though I've sort of scrubbed it, washed it, used like a magic sponge on it. Nothing seems to be getting rid of it, and so just be wary of that there will be certain marks on the shoe that just won't go away and kind of will sort of yellow over time. So I love this colorway, and I think this is actually a better colorway than this one because I just prefer white sneakers. However, just be wary that these will get dirty and quite sort of stained very quickly. But other than that, that's why this pair is probably better in terms of its colorway as well, because it's just a lot more versatile. But overall, both both are very nice, and both have their purposes. This one may be better for some for basketball if you want sort of a more of a lockdown feel, especially in the forefoot. But if you're wearing casual wear, then to me the lows wins hands down. And just definitely recommend them. And also they come in at a £10 price difference, which is cheaper. So definitely worth grabbing if you can.